a new creator feeling discouraged by those perfectly polished videos in your niche, this is going to completely change the way you approach your content. After looking at my YouTube analytics over the first 30 days, I discovered something shocking. This comparison with already established channels with millions of views was killing my growth before I even got started. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the mindset shifts that help me break free from this comparison trap and start seeing progress on my own channel. First, we need to understand what's happening behind the scenes of already successful channels. Every single YouTuber once started with 0 subscribers, 0 views, and 0 experience. MrBeast's first videos were hardly viewed, and MKBHD started recording with his webcam in his bedroom. No one arrives fully formed. What we're seeing when we looked at already established channels, it's years of consistency, practice, and community building, not their beginning. If you check one of their first videos, you will see that they were struggling and figuring things out the same way we are now. The learning curve is universal. The path from novice to expert, it's not optional, it's necessary. Every YouTuber goes through a period of awkward delivery, technical challenges, and finding their own voice. The difference is simply that already established channels have already pushed through this awkward phase, often with a much smaller audience or even before they were successful. They've had the time to learn editing, public speaking, and learn what resonates with their viewers. Established channels have built relationships with their audience. The subscribers receive notifications, YouTube recommends their content more readily, and they understand exactly what titles and thumbnails resonate best with their audience. As newly creators, we're still getting acquaintance with both the algorithm and potential viewers. This is not a failure. This is simply stage 1 of our journey that everyone must go through. When we compare ourselves too early in our journey, we create specific problems. One of the quickest ways to kill motivation is to expect year 3 results within the first month. I've already caught myself feeling disappointed with perfectly normal metrics for a new channel. Growth on YouTube is rarely linear. Many of the successful YouTubers saw slow growth for months or even years before finding traction. Setting unrealistic expectations based on already successful channels will make you think that you're a failure when in fact you're right on track. When we over-compare, especially early on, we often try to become carbon copies of already successful creators. In fact, we should be trying to find our own voice. Here's the truth. The world doesn't need another Ali Abdaal. It needs your own perspective. Many of the successful creators I follow, they stand out precisely because they bring something new to the table. If you try to be exactly like already established channels from day one, you'll miss finding what makes your content special. There's a special energy to starting something new. The rapid learning, the experimentation, and building those first connections with the first viewers. When we're too focused on comparing ourselves to already established channels, we miss the joy of this phase of the journey. This is our time to try new things, develop our style, and even build connections without the pressure of a large audience. Many successful creators often say that they miss this phase of their journey where they could just experiment more freely. By the way, after watching hundreds of YouTube videos and doing paid courses, I put together a step-by-step guide that helped me take the leap and start my own journey. If you want to check it out, I'll leave it in the description. Again, it's completely free and it answers all the questions that I got before and during the first month of my YouTube journey. So how do we approach YouTube as new creators? These are the 3 mindset shifts that are helping me. Instead of comparing my day 20 to somebody else's year 5 results, I'm focusing on my own progress. Am I getting better at editing videos? Is my delivery becoming more natural? I've started keeping a log with everything I learn after each upload. It's a funny thing that when you keep track, you actually see the changes. Seeing my own progress, however small, makes me feel far more motivated than when I look at already established channels and start fearing that I'm never gonna get there. There's a crucial difference between toxic comparison and strategic learning. I've started looking at the channels that I admire with a different mindset. For example, I now ask questions like, Why are their hooks so engaging? How do they structure their content? Or what kind of editing techniques could I adopt? This transforms other creators from competitors into teachers. Now I'm not asking, why am I not as good as them? Instead, what can I take from their content and their structure and apply it in my own content? Being new isn't just a phrase to endure, it has its unique advantages. We can experiment more freely, pivot our direction, change content strategies. Most of the successful creators struggle with the growth constraints. They can't do these things without upsetting a large part of their audience. Our flexibility is an asset, not a liability. Plus, there's something really nice about connecting with those viewers early on your journey. They get to be part of your growth story instead of joining an already established channel. The most important thing I've realized is this: every creator's journey is different. If the creators I admire had given up within the first month because they didn't see instantly success, I would have missed their amazing content. So here's my commitment as a new creator. I'm gonna give myself permission to be exactly where I am. I'm gonna learn from others instead of compare myself to them. And I'm gonna celebrate small wins and improvements instead of being discouraged by the gap between me and already established channels. If you're a fellow creator in this journey, please share your thoughts in the comments and let me know what's the one thing you struggle with the most. And if you want to join me on my growth journey, please come and watch me in my first video. Spoiler alert, it is awkward, but I'm happy that I did it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.